feeling coming into year 2 of playing for John Tortorella? What did you learn about him last year that's kind of going to make that process a little bit easier this year?
No, I think all of us playing for him last year that are returning got to know him better and know what he's like as a coach through the daily process and the daily grind of an NHL season. And I thought he was great. I think he's great for our group. He pushes us to be our best, and he gets the most out of everybody. And he's a demanding coach. He's honest, and I think as a player, that's all you can really ask for from a coach.
Carter, the team went through a good bit of change this all season, a lot of rebuilding type of change. What was it like, kind of watching it from afar and the emotions of watching guys go and guys come in?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, sad to see some friends go and guys that have played here for a while with Hazy and Tony last year. Some good guys, good people left, and I wish them all the best and on their other teams. But I think the people that we brought in, guys on our team, players, we've made a lot of changes with our staff, and we're still making changes. And I think everything is going in the right direction. Obviously, we're in that rebuild state, and it starts with a good foundation. I think we're starting to build those pieces and lay the foundation out to put this to get this thing going in the right track.
Carter, we obviously asked this to you at the start of last year's camp about the Hockey Canada investigation. There's been rumors that it's getting closer. Obviously, it's not out yet. I just didn't know if you had any comment.
Yeah, I really don't know. Can't talk about it. I wish I could, same thing, but all I know is the investigation's ongoing, and that's all I really know.
Does it feel like there's a cloud hanging over you, like as you prepare for a season, there's some uncertainty with what might happen?
No, not really. Just coming into the rink every day, taking things one day at a time, and just preparing for the season.
You're in a contract year. Does that add anything to your mindset, or is it just like another season to you?
Yeah, I honestly haven't even thought about that yet. It's been under contract the last couple of years, and it's just another season for me, a season to grow and a season to get better and prepare for right now. And no, it's in the back of my mind. Like I said, I want to take things one day at a time and just worry about getting better 1% every day.
Kind of using that as a jumping off point, at least in the beginning of the summer, there were some scattered trade rumors with you in it. Obviously, nothing came of it, but is that an added stressor when your name pops up in media reports and whatnot?
No, I mean, it may be a stressor for my family and friends, and they are kind of in the dark and they don't know much. But no, I mean, Danny's a good man. He's a good manager. He's done a good job coming in, and I trust him, and I know that if something were to happen, he'd be the guy to let me know. And I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be a Flyer. So I'm happy here. I love playing for the city, for this organization, and I love my teammates. So I'm happy to be here.
Carter, piggyback off of Charlie's question, did you get to spend any time with Connor Parklow? Pretty sure he was probably giving you some tips.
I didn't see him this summer, no, unfortunately. I went down to Everett just to see my billet. He wasn't in the best of health, so I went down to see Parks, and he's doing a lot better now. He actually had open heart surgery in June, and so he's recovering well, and he's doing a lot better now.
Torts was in here before. He talked about the potential for a lot of young defensemen on this team. Obviously, Cam York most likely is going to be here, but between Grans and Ginning and Andrea, there's a chance that it could be a very young group in front of you. Does that change anything in your approach when you know that there's maybe 4 or 5 guys that don't have the kind of NHL experience that the guys before them had, Rob D'Angelo, those sort of things?
No, I mean, I think the biggest thing is whether we have the 6 guys that are kind of slated in now, and they bring in some younger guys to get some experience. I think the biggest thing is communication. They can learn from the other veteran guys, veteran defensemen, and they can learn from me, and I can learn from them. So I think it's whoever's playing in front of me, we just need communication and to trust each other and to build that trust.
Last season, you're able to finish the year healthy in the lineup. I know some previous years have finished with injuries, and winning team MVP. So on the whole, it was I guess a good individual year for you. How do you assess that against kind of where the team is at?
for last year.
From last year, yeah, and then picking up?
I haven't really thought about that. For me, we were obviously made strides. We were a team that people counted out quite a bit, and I think we surprised some people with how we performed. Obviously, not making the playoffs is never. It's disappointing, but I think we surprised a lot of people and made some. We grew a lot last year, and I think going into this season, we have to continue to grow. And I know we're going to be a young group, and there's going to be growing pains, but we have to stick together and try and get better together every day.
Is there a feeling in the locker room that maybe people are unfairly discounting you guys as a group in terms of playoffs and things like that?
Not amongst us, but I definitely hear that from you guys and from from everybody else. So I think we have a good group in here. We're young. We have some new faces that we're going to have to get to know and build the trust with each other and kind of build that culture up back in our locker room.
What is the goalie version of the bag skate that the rest of the guys went through?
It's nothing compared to those guys. I feel so bad for them. I'm like, guys are coming in and legs up on the wall and just trying to get blood flow going again. So I feel bad for them. But we do it on the bike. We do like a VO2 bike yesterday. So we get bagged a little bit too.
How was that?
Not too bad. I don't think it's as bad as these guys out here. But
Carson Bjornerson, sorry if I butchered his last name, spoke very highly of you last weekend and said that you two went to a Phillies game together and whatnot, and he sort of sees you as his, you sort of taking him under his wing. How does that make you feel to hear that from a young prospect?
Yeah, I mean, pretty cool. He's a good kid. He's a good goaltender. He's had some success at the junior level, and I can see it here. He's a great goalie, and he's going to be a great goalie to come. So, no, I'm excited to get to work with him here over the next week or so, and show him the ropes a little bit about what it's like to be a pro. And he's a great kid, so I love helping him.
Thanks, Hart.
Thanks.
Thanks, Carter.